Welcome to Talia's Tales. We will be reading chapter 2 to 3 of Waterbird made by me. Chapter 2, The Girl Across the Lake. The next morning, the fog over Whispering Lake felt thinner, like something in the world had shifted overnight. Laura returned to her usual spot on the flat rock, pencil in hand, questions in her chest. But someone was already there. Across the lake, near the bent where cattails grew thick, a little girl sat on a trunk, her knees pulled to her chest. She couldn't have been more than 6 or 7, with a round face and tangled hair that shimmered faintly in the morning light. Behind her, rising out of the mist like a dream, was the Waterbird. It stood silently, taller than the trees behind it. Its wings shimmered with a soft, fluid flow, like moonlight caught in motion. But this time, it didn't speak to Laura. It didn't even look her way. It was focused entirely on the girl. Laura stood slowly. "Hello?" she called. The girl looked up, startled, but didn't run. Laura made her way around the lake's edge, careful not to startle either of them. When she was close enough to see the girl's eyes, bright, sharp, and strangely calm, she stopped. "You can see it too?" Laura asked gently. The girl nodded. "She's mine." Laura blinked. "The bird?" "She came to me when I fell into the river," the girl said. "I was scared, but she sang to me. That made the water listen." The Waterbird let out a slow musical hum, as if confirming the story. Laura felt a strange pull inside her, not jealousy exactly, more like recognition, like she was a thread being tugged by something larger than herself. "She told me the others are coming," the little girl added. "The Firebird, the Nature Bird, even the Shadow Bird." Laura's breath caught. "Nature?" The girl glanced at her. "Yours hasn't found you yet, has it?" Laura stared. "What do you mean?" The girl just smiled. "You'll see when the leaves start speaking." And without another word, she stood up. The Waterbird followed, silent as mist. Together, they vanished into the trees. Chapter 3, The Whispers in the Leaves. That night, Laura couldn't stop thinking about what the girl had said. "Yours hasn't found you yet." She had never thought of herself as chosen. Ordinary, maybe, clever sometimes, but not magical. Not the kind of girl that would be followed by a legendary bird spirit. Still, she couldn't shake the feeling. She went out to the garden where the trees formed a ring at the edge of her grandmother's land. The wind had picked up, rustling the leaves like soft voices. Laura sat behind the tallest tree with her eyes closed. That's when she heard it. Not words, but something close. A rhythm, a whisper, a hum that matched her heartbeat. The trees moved gently, but not from the wind. It was as if they were breathing. She opened her eyes and gasped. Tiny green lights flickered in the air around her, like fireflies. Vines crept along the ground, slow but steady, curling gently towards her feet. A single leaf floated down and landed on her palm. It glowed. Laura's breath caught. She looked up. In the branches above, a shadow moved. Not threatening, not dark, but vast. Wings shaped from the leaves and bark. Eyes glowing with the soft green of spring. It stood between the trees, part of the forest itself. She blinked and it was gone, but the warmth in her heart remained. She didn't know its name, she didn't know its purpose, but something inside her whispered, "It's yours." Hope you guys liked that, but big shout out to Layla Davis. She's the one who gave me the energy to do this. I would like a big thanks to her. Stay tuned because it's still not over. When I get enough confidence, I will make more.